The enemy is close by. We're almost to the top floor.
They are merely thieves, but they have a hero's relic. Do not drop your guard.
Don't hold back for my sake. My brother is going to pay for everything he's done.
So, there are a lot of enemies with vulneraries. Could be one on this chapter. There's one enemy that I definitely want to kill, who's sort of out here all by himself. Sort of a bonus goal, I think. He's got an accessory, which is this accuracy ring, which will come in handy for units with lower skill, or dexterity in this. Oh. There's one chest, which I'm going to be sending Ash towards. When I first thought about this map as an indoor map, I was excited with the possibility that I might be able to snipe enemies over walls. It seems like the designers were smart enough to put the enemies a little bit away from the wall, so I can't just move Felix and snipe without using like a combat art. But I think with a combat art, I might be able to. So this is a thief with a chest key standing next to that chest, so I suspect I might have to rush with Dimitri in order to catch him and kill him before he runs off with whatever is in his chest. I think I am going to snipe over the wall with Felix. Because taking care of one enemy without taking any damage at all is always good strategy.
I'll give it my all.
It is nice to see that Armor Knights don't actually suffer a movement penalty. It's just... so normal units like Byleth, who are in a beginner class, move 4 spaces, and an Armor Knight also moves 4 spaces. So everyone has been moving at Armor Knight speed for the entire time. I guess that other promoted classes probably get 5 movement, and some, like Cavalier, get even more. But I don't think I'll be completely gimped by having Armor Knights in my team. It might work out better than I thought. And Gilbert is a Fortress Knight, and you can see his move is still 4, so in higher tiers of classes, it may be the case that the other units also get like up to 6 move, and sort of the Knight tiers of classes linger behind in 4. Another nice thing to see with the Fortress Knight is you get Lance as a class strength, so you can diversify weapons and sort of control the weapon triangle if you have dual breaker skills. And he also gets Axe Fair as a class skill, which will be really nice, because that takes his attack from 30 up to 35. Okay, so I'm going to charge down the hallway with Dimitri. This map is sort of closed, so I might be able to exploit a couple choke points with placing an armor in front of a ranged unit, but I also kind of want to keep moving quickly so that I can get this accuracy ring before the boss ends up getting killed by Gilbert or something like that. I also want to talk to Gilbert with Annette, but I guess that's not an option.
Stay focused.
Worth a shot. So next turn Ash might be able to kill him without even sending Dimitri around. So in that way I've sort of substituted for, or compensated for my movement weakness with a range advantage.
Here we go.
Who's next?
Weak.
Oh, so the thief didn't go for the chest. I guess we'll use Sylvain here.
You're out of luck. I like how this feels.
Now in other Fire Emblems, you used to be able to carry around the promotion items like the seals and promote units mid-combat, but I suspect that doesn't work. It would be really nice to promote Sylvain right now, but I guess I can't.
You never had a chance.
And we'll send Ash to get the chest. She actually has a move speed gambit. I should probably use that more often. Oh, look at that.
Captain's in trouble. Hurry up, you fools!
Enemies approach from the lower floors. Watch the rear flank.
So we'll have to play defense to a little extent as well as moving through this map, I guess. I like that. Makes things a little less straightforward. And the really nice thing about this is the enemies spawned on enemy phase and didn't get immediately to take a turn and kill someone. So ambush spawns are always sad, and I'm glad to see that these are not ambush spawns. Resistance isn't great, but I don't think I have to worry. Like speed of 8, speed of 9, yeah.
Thank you.
Oh wow. That basically completely exonerates the weaknesses of an Armor Knight class and removes them from the doom of obscurity because of bad movement. If you could have an Armor Knight who has 9 move, why wouldn't you? Well, mages still tear them apart though, so that's a very bad matchup. But I'll just do that at close range.
I owe you one.
I don't really want to let Gilbert die, but I think that Mercedes with Physic should be able to cover him enough if I abandon him and just push forward. Yeah, my options are kind of limited with who I'm going to initiate on this mage with.
I must keep aiming higher. You fought well.
I'd rather save those. I could potentially bait out one of these archers, or maybe both of them. But it looks like they'd be attacking me at 3 range. So I don't think I'd be able to counter.
Let's think carefully.
Now!
For the goddess!
So, the level designers mixed in a few magic units, along with all the physical units, which sort of puts a damper on my plan of tanking things with armor knights, because the dude, as you can see, has 2 resistance, which is really dreadful. And he's got slow speed too, so he'll get doubled, and he needs a lot of HP in order to survive those attacks. At the same time, it also makes things more interesting, because I don't just have one answer that will deal with everything. And I can sort of supplement this weakness with long-range archers in the long term, because they should be able to outrange a mage, and since mages have weak defenses, they should also die pretty quickly to a fast archer.
Quite helpful.
I am beginning to find it a little bit annoying that all my units are so slow that they can't double enemies effectively, because having the ability to deal double damage definitely helps speed things along. It makes things a lot safer too. And of course, when I say that about having a low speed, I don't mean that for the armor knights, I mean that primarily for the archers. Armor knights are supposed to be slow. There's Kanto, so I can move back and let someone else attack. And that's a really powerful ability to be able to hit and run like that. That makes me sad. Just no damage to him whatsoever. Helm Splitter deals effective damage. And Ingrid and Byleth are both not going to be killed by this mage. Dedu, it's a little bit more worrying, but he's got such high defense that the mage is basically the only thing I have to worry about with him. Dash at this chest yet. Ooh. That would be really handy if I could put that in the convoy and teleport it up here for Byleth. I guess who is most dangerous is how I will determine who gets the axe. Yeah, so it's going to be this knight in all likelihood. And I put the hand axe on Dedu in the hopes that... so the enemy AI will typically take free hits whenever it can, because it's cheap like that. So if you give one of your people a ranged weapon and someone else a melee ranged weapon, the AI, if it has the 2 range option, will typically go for someone who has a 1 range option. Although it depends on a few other factors. It looks like in this case he'll still go for Dedu, but it won't be a free attack.
A threat eliminated.
Thanks for that.
Should I have held back?
Another step forward.
Too slow.
I love how big the Armor Knight shields
I
are.
did what I had to.
They're just so ridiculously chunky.
That's it. Nice try.
And it really sells the bouncing off harmlessly.
Ineffective.
Yeah, Gilbert might be in trouble when that mage catches up to him. Or there are 2 mages? Yeah, he's probably in trouble. I probably should not have split my army up in the way that I did using it its Godspeed, or Stride Gambit. Because now it's sort of scattered and Ash will probably have to outrun these guys. And I also can't bring like Felix to bear on this whole bottleneck of people up here. Worth the risk.
Just give up.
I think Annette knows Recover, which is probably better for what we need here. Yeah.
Yeah.
My thanks.
Aw, this stinks.
It's still magic, so... I mean, she's and Mercedes are worth keeping around just for the ability to use healing. Like, if they were level 1 units, I would still probably bring them around. Even if their stats were, like, abysmal. Because just the healing utility is so good.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
I wouldn't even want to, like, play on hard mode if I didn't have a healer.
I aim for greatness. Have I improved some?
She has really high resistance because of, I guess, just her personal growths, which really makes her a non-standard kind of knight. And I think it's working out pretty well because she's pretty well balanced at this point, and she can tank both physical and magical damage reasonably well. I guess I'll just leave Gilbert to his fate, rather than wasting healing on him. Maitri is powerful, but he doesn't really need experience. That was a surprise.
Here we go! Attack them from both sides!
It's an ambush.
Now's our chance.
Now's our chance.
It's a really good thing enemies can't double with gambits. Because otherwise, like if you
Let's think carefully.
were looking at the map beforehand and said, this is the area that they can use this gambit in, and you miscalculate and leave like a healer there, or a slow unit, and they could get doubled and killed, it would be really merciless. The Word's actually doing pretty well against those mages, a lot better than I thought he would.
For the goddess!
I'm considering saving him. Ash is just really out of the way because he's chest boy, basically. Which hurts his growth. Probably have to feed him extra kills at some point in the future. Felix finally gets a chance to attack again. So that's fine, but I feel like I probably shouldn't do that. Well, Byleth can't.
I feel more powerful.
So I'm going to send Byleth back and give him this kill, because he's not able to reach this guy, but Sylvain is.
Should I have held back? We must all do our part.
That's a pretty good level up too. I'll probably use Dimitri here to soften and then follow up with Sylvain. Oh. Kanto. That's so sad. Off by one. If that was an Iron Axe Plus, it would do it. Yeah, we'll go with Smash because it guarantees the kill.
That went as expected.
I think next turn I'll use Annette's Gambit on Mercedes and make her run this way and try to save Gilbert. I'll probably send Ash that way too. $30 damage is pretty nice.
The better to serve His Highness.
It's not safe to attack from range and finish him off. But I should still be able to get away with it.
Not gonna lose.
Is that a crit? Nice.
I had no choice.
Gotta use your head sometimes.
Lay waste to them.
Another nice thing about the design is most gambits do less damage than the weapons enemies are using. So even if you mess up and forget to have a gambit, it's not going to like insta-give you. Yeah, it's not looking good for Gilbert. I don't think I can save him if I move Mercedes that way. So, I guess we just leave him alone. Green unit's committing suicide once more. So these guys are supposed to like pop out to ambush me, but seeing as I have 4 people just waiting for them to show up, who's ambushing who? It's a real drain on durability.
Be gone.
Hopefully he gets 1 strength this level. There, now
I
we
like
can
how
stop
this
doing
feels.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
Well done.
It is pretty nice that anyone who heals Byleth gets bonus experience, just because of the way his ability works.
Over already? I'm...
I don't think I've used a vulnerary since like chapter 1, but they're good to have on hand in case something horrible does happen. You know, be prepared for the worst and hope for the best.
Ready or not?
Wow, she's a crit machine.
That worked out. Everyone will be so pleased.
Allies.
I have yet to be forgiven. For now, I must retreat.
Alright, so he's retreating. He's not dead. At least I think so. Which is good. I'm not going to send Dimitri to fight that night because I want an axe wielder to do it due to having helm splitter access or the ability to do tons of damage. Either that or maybe I'll send Annette and someone else to protect her.
Thank you.
Now that Gilbert's gone, I don't have to worry about anyone stealing experience. Probably should have rallied him. Or actually, he's out of range, so it doesn't matter.
Thank you.
Flash of the two mighty armors. The boss can move, but he only has a one-range attack, it looks like. Well, except for the gambits. And I definitely want Sylvain to fight him and see what happens. Yeah, so he had Helm Splitter, which was effective against the Dew, but the Dew has so much defense that it wasn't enough to do him in. Now I think between the and the Dew we can guarantee the kill here. Might have to use Felix. Actually. I could just restore. That's too bad. I wonder, did that still take their ability? Probably.
My thanks.
You saved me. Too slow. That's it.
afford to lose.
It doesn't look like it automatically equipped itself. I'm not sure if Annette even can equip it, but hopefully she can, just have the option. She doesn't really need it with the insane accuracy that Wind has. It's always one off with Sylvain, isn't it? That's alright. I'll just do it anyway. Guess we'll use Felix. Guess we'll get more experience.
Why am I even here?
Yep, there aren't that many enemies left. So Ash really needs to get some kills. I think I'll try to get him as many of these as I can.
Seems I prevailed.
Useful. What should I do?
The dude will be able to keep pace with the enemies. So I don't have to worry about him getting trapped in their range. But he's probably not going to be too great of a pick versus enemy mages. If I can lure them back, I guess it won't really make a difference. Really should use Violet's ability. But I should also use it on Sylvain. He goes for Miquelin. So I guess Ash will just be a little bit underleveled. And he'll have to deal with it.
Doing my part. I'm starting to see results.
Might as well sneak a little bit of damage in. The nice thing about fighting mages is it's perfectly safe to move your healers into the enemy range. It'd be nice to have a nice mixed bulk healer, I guess. Someone like Ingrid would probably have been a decent choice for a third healer. But they also would have been less valuable as combat units if I'm not going to use mages. So it's probably best to use the units that are sort of most suited to it. So you could really do just about anything you want, I imagine. It's just it's slightly less efficient. Should have done this before attacking. Would have made it so we didn't take any damage.
Much appreciated.
We'll make Dedu run away. Probably should start moving at least one of my healers a little bit closer. So that way if I need them up here, they'll be there. I think I'll start inching Mercedes that way now, as long as the archers can't get her. And I've sort of cut myself off here.
Predictable.
Gotta use your head sometimes.
Oh, so his gambit did physical damage there.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Uh-oh. I lucked out there. That was, the first mistake I've made since, like, Chapter 1 that could have resulted in a unit getting killed. And, that's what happens when you don't check enemy details carefully enough. So that's something that's definitely new in this game, is magic units being able to bring mixed forms of attack without being like a Dark Knight or something. And that caught me by surprise. So that'll be something to definitely pay very close attention to in like a lunatic playthrough. I'm still technically on the Iron Man run. I haven't had to reset anything or undo any decisions yet in this game, so... But at this point, it's just by virtue of luck. I have made a bad mistake, at least once.
That was tough.
So helpful.
Aw, this stinks.
Did she restore herself? No. She has the remedy to being unable to move, but she can't actually use it on herself. That's kind of funny.
Just give up.
I'm actually going to deal with this enemy next turn. So that way, hopefully he attacks from 3 range and Felix doesn't counter, and I can get a little bit of extra experience. And if not, it's no big deal. But I think I can squeeze a little bit of optimization out of it.
Not good enough. Gotta use your head sometimes.
Next turn Ash will probably kill him on the counter. No, he'll go for a net. He'll do less damage, sure. Sometimes the AI does some things I don't understand.
Be gone. This is what a real man looks like.
It's unfortunate that Ash wasn't quite able to make it to level 10 yet. I'm going to wait to engage the boss until I get my healers closer, and that'll also give me time to move the do up there. Which is good because if things go badly, I can count on him to make some damage, probably. I don't believe he has any combat art, so I don't have to worry about like a Helm Splitter surprise. But he does have an Assault Troop, which doesn't seem to be that strong. And he has this Lance of Ruin that says he can use Ruin Sky, which I have no idea what it does. Or if he can even use it. Because he's not technically a Crest Bearer, I guess. But I'm a little bit worried that the enemy might potentially have some combat art that's hidden. So best to play it cautiously instead of fast here, I guess.
Yeah, thanks.
So I want to make it so that the cursor starts where I left it. Because I don't like jumping back and forth. I'm trying to unite the two fronts. It'll save me a little bit of time, since they're so far away. So we're just sedately walking towards the boss ever so slowly. I might be able to shave off a turn if I move the units that I'm healing a little closer. I should probably actually fall back this way anyway, because this is a good choke point. There's 3 wide tile opening there, where I can hold him back if I really need to.
Thank you. You're a big help.
Huh, thanks.
.39 attack is nothing to sneeze at. 22 might weapon. Luckily I think his attack speed is 0, so I don't have to worry about being doubled by it. Move Byleth up into a supporting position to get bonus experience. You might be able to sneak a little bit of damage in. Either Ash or Helix.
Well done.
So, you think you can take the lance from me, huh? I'll kill you. I'll kill every last one of you!
Did he just take 10 damage? Does the lance hurt him for using it? That's curious. If I can do enough damage, I can actually finish him with Sylvain. Although he doesn't actually have a 2-range option. Which means I could just bring the archers out and deal damage. Oh, Felix is just too powerful to employ here for weakening anything. Just only got 7 hit points. Yeah, now we can take care of him with the Helm Splitter.
Why have you come, you crest-bearing fool?
I'm here for the Lance of Ruin, Miklon. Hand it over. I don't want to humiliate you, but I will.
Hurry up and die already. If not for you, if it hadn't been for you...
Shut up! I'm so tired of hearing that. You've always blamed me for something that isn't my fault.
Not bad for your kind. A bunch of spoiled, rotten children. What the hell? Damn, look at that! I'm out of here! Hold on! No! Ah!
What the? Miklon! Is that you?
Oh my. Is this your first time fighting such a thing? Then listen well to what I say. An evil power has caused them to grow quite large. Their life force is beyond a mortal like yourself. You cannot win unless you fell them twice, or even thrice. Even if you've cornered one, you cannot let your guard down. Those things are even worse when threatened. Can you see that barrier? It is surrounded by great power. You must break through to fight that thing. A strong attack or gambit might help to break through more quickly. If you can break the barrier, that power will have nowhere else to go, and that will likely cause confusion for that thing. It cannot counter while confused, which means that is the best time to attack. If you break down all of their barriers, not only will they be confused, they will not be able to move for a short while.
They can move?
Without the power flowing around them, they will not be able to restore their barriers. You might even be able to get something from them. They have such might that they will not fear you alone. But a battalion could prove useful on that front. Attack them with a gambit to draw their attention and force them to target you. Be on your guard when they have realized their full power. The damage caused at times like that is not contained to just one spot. Once they have charged some power up, their barriers will be restored. You really must pay close attention to those things. Distract them with a gambit, or just take them down before they can attack. In any case, think carefully before you act. But you should be conquering that thing instead of talking to me. If you're out of questions, get over there and fight!
So, this is the power of a hero's relic. To create such a sinister beast. It has gone too far. I fear all we can do now is put an end to it.
So, no critting it. So, definitely want to keep my healers able to use magic, so if they're free, no attacking, I don't think. And he'll go up to 35 attack on his turn, so we get both of his HP reserves down. 54 hit points. Relatively slow, at least. You might be able to hold it in place using units and the terrain. He'll double. And he has 2 range. Well, it's a good thing I have a hand axe. Probably want to use our 3 range combat arts on our archers. Avoid them getting bopped around. It's definitely probably a good time to bring Dimitri out and actually have him fight. This is sort of a far too dangerous fight to leave units out for the sake of more experience. Very cool. What luck. Staggering blow will hurt. Ooh, and it has -5 speed too. And the AoE is 2 spaces in either direction. So if we spread them out and sort of have, you know, one go behind him, one go to the side, he can only hit one of them at a time. Which will be pretty helpful. Oh, jeez. The counter damage is real. Although at least his hit rate is terrible. We don't need a unit on this side to hold them in place because the train's there, so we need one on this side and behind. Do these barriers have any way to track how much damage is dealt? Or it looks like it's just 2 attacks of any type, I guess. $13 damage will hurt. If it hits.
What is that? It's like watching a bad dream come to life.
Oh, so breaking the barrier seems to have done something. I'm not entirely sure what. But anyway, he's going to need healing soon. But now that his counterattacks are disabled, I guess that's what it did. Taking the barrier down disabled his counterattacks. I should be able to break all of his barriers pretty easily now. Oh, Kanto. I guess I can just move out of the way. Look, Dimitri retreated and is perfectly safe after attacking. I love it. Mounted units are really powerful. Just because of Kanto. That does give us kind of a problem in reaching these 2 barriers, though. Because if he's going to use his staggering blow, we definitely don't want it to be coming down on, you know, a whole bunch of units at once. So I do have Mercedes with an AoE heal. So maybe it won't be so bad. What if I use Sword of the Creator? Does that do anything special here? It will do a sizable amount of damage. Yeah, that... I'll be able to counter. Well, I guess the confusion wears off after a little bit.
I owe you one.
You can rely on me.
So he can't counter the assault troop. And it looks like it'll go in a straight line. So if I line it up, I could probably do both of these, but I can't get into position to do that. So I should probably take what I can get here. Oh, I see. You have to be in one range, but it does an AoE. Yes, you are. Alright, let's see this fall through.
It's time.
So if his counter is disabled, we have one barrier left to break. He's definitely going to go for Byleth. Which means that the sides are wide open if I wanted to move a unit over there. Is that a crit? Nice. It's going to hurt, but it shouldn't kill either of them. We'll have the healers ready to go for next time. Ooh, his barrier came back. That's unfortunate. Although he's more than half dead. But I'll get Death Blow. Well, at any rate, we can break the barrier partially with curve shots. We did manage to get Ash to level 10, which is nice. But now he has Death Blow, which is pretty spoopy. This is just out of range. I do need to kill him as fast as possible, so I guess it's worth extra damage. And his maximum HP went up. He's got 77 base HP after I've knocked out both of his HP reserves. So this guy has tons of HP. Still won't double her. I'll need to use a net. That would be in risk of dying if I use her to use recover. Although I guess I could put someone there.
Be mindful.
Yeah, we're definitely not doing that. That's bad too. This is a very dangerous enemy. But they don't have more than half of his hit left.
So obvious.
So there's no counter this time.
Thank you.
It's going to be pretty hard to deal with this guy if I can't heal, so I probably need to move someone back to attacking in 2 range. Dimitri we'll be fine. Because I can make him canto away after he's done with his attack.
Too slow!
Hit and run tactics here. Which makes things a lot easier. Otherwise it would have been pretty difficult to come up with a way. That would actually do something significant. As well as be safe. Maybe I should just go for as much damage as possible.
It's over!
That did it.
Goddess, the beast is gone, yet Miklon and the lance remain.
It's over. Let's retrieve the lance and leave this place.
Miklon. My brother.
Oh, that's cool. If Byleth gets MVP, everyone's motivation goes up.
That man. His form was changed. It was as though that lance was swallowing him whole. Upon that sight, it makes sense that your students were upset. I wonder if those relics truly hide such power. Yet even still, that power seems familiar. That form as well. As one who wields the sword of the Creator, does that mean you possess that power too?
Professor, you have returned. The goddess is indeed generous with her divine protection. I have already heard Gilbert's report about what happened. See to it that you keep what transpired at the tower to yourself. People would lose faith in the nobles should rumors spread of one using a relic and transforming into a monster. All regions of Fodland would fall into chaos. We must avoid that at all costs. Please ensure the students who accompanied you understand that as well. Have I made myself clear? His transformation into a black beast was nothing short of divine punishment from the goddess. Punishment for someone arrogant and foolish enough to use a hero's relic even though they were unworthy and unqualified. If someone without a crest were to wield the relic you possess, they would likely meet the same fate as Miklon. You, however, have been chosen. You are worthy of wielding the sword of the Creator, so there is no need to worry. The Church will formally return the lance to House Gautier, if you would.
Do I get to keep it if I say I won't?
What is the meaning of this?
Ahem. Excuse me. Lady Rhea, I am overjoyed and beyond grateful to you for recovering the relic of my family, House Gautier. Now, may I please have that lance? I have received direct approval from my father to take possession of it.
As the next head of House Gautier, Do you swear that you will never cause such a deplorable incident to transpire?
On my family's name, and on my brother's life, I swear it.
Very well. However, I have one condition. You must never allow another to wield this lance. Your brother clearly demonstrated what fate awaits those who break that restriction.
Yes. I will not soon forget.
So that's a cool way of having a mechanic for a personal weapon, is if anyone else uses it, they turn into a monster and explode.
Is your meeting over, Professor? I was just thinking about something. Professor, the possession of relics and crests has been highly valued in Fargus since ancient times. It's far from uncommon for someone to lose their ability to lead their house because they don't bear a crest. Just like Miklon. It happened to my uncle as well. The eldest child of the king, and yet he never ascended to the throne. All families whose bloodlines carry the crests of the 10 elites are much the same. But House Gautier takes it a step further and absolutely requires an heir who possesses a crest. To that house, the power of crests is a necessity, not a luxury. House Gautier holds the most northern territory in the kingdom, and they have fought with the people to the north for many years. The head of that house is responsible for protecting that territory from fearsome invaders, whom they keep at bay with the power of crests and relics. In exchange for that responsibility, they are granted special privileges within the kingdom. I believe the same. Ability cannot be measured by the possession of a crest alone. I believe that Margrave Gautier was wrong to disinherit Miklon, simply because he did not bear a crest. Still, there is always a reason for why such customs stand the test of time. Imagine what this world would be like if no one placed any stock in crests. Bloodlines that carry crests would dwindle. The metaphorical blade used to oppose threats would eventually rust. This same argument has been made time and time again across the years. Both sides are at once right and wrong. I believe those with crests and those without should acknowledge the other's strengths and learn to respect each other based on personal merits. And that doesn't apply only to crests. The same holds true for lineage, race, faith, ideologies. If we could just accept each other and make mutual concessions one step at a time, perhaps... Who knows if that's even possible? Everyone has something that is unacceptable within them. I certainly do, and I'd wager you do as well. I wonder which is best, Professor. To cut away that which is unacceptable, or to find a way to accept it anyway?
Professor, you have done well to complete such a difficult task. You have shown exceptional skill in leading your students. I am forever grateful for the safe return of the hero's relic. Just as I expected, you have mastered the sword of the Creator. Now then, I shall tell you about your mission for the coming month.
Rhea... Archbishop!
Seteth, what troubles you?
Flayn is missing. I cannot find her anywhere. Professor, have you seen Flayn recently? I have searched everywhere. Where could she be? She may be in danger. Oh no, 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 what am I to do?
Calm yourself, Seteth. Professor, we shall continue our discussion another time.
That's the end of Chapter 5. And the next one, Chapter 6.